Hey guys, what's up and welcome to MGRTV Podcast Episode 1. I am your host, Travis Carrots Chumley, and to my right,
It's your boy Yanni, aka Murda G. You know what I'm saying? Certified hustler, father. You know what I'm saying? Grown to 6 figures. We on the way.
and we're barely affording the apartment we're living in.
Gang.
Anyways, so this is the MGRTV Podcast. This is where we just kind of sit down, chat it up, talk about stuff and
Got
things.
the cat in the background.
We got Toast Malone, the perfect apartment cat with that name. So, anyways,
Basically, you know what I'm saying? We just new to the game, chilling, working, you know, exploring our avenues, seeing what we can do, you know. Formerly representing 27 Gang, Murda Gang. You know, that's why we got Murda Gang TV.
MGR.
But let's just jump into this.
Yeah, so a little bit about us, I guess. I kind of grew up in high school working on some little YouTube stuff. Nothing really took off, I assume, because I was just in high school and couldn't really do much. Architecture, like associate's degree thing. And then here we are. I'm working barely above minimum wage, making YouTube videos. And then my boy Yanni here has a much more interesting story.
Yeah, basically, you know, growing up rich as shit, not knowing that you don't want to take everything in life for granted. And then my dad went and got put in jail, so then I was on the streets, homeless at one point, and then fucking moving to shitty Illinois to meet my shitty mom, becoming more shitty things. Excuse my French, but yeah, man. Now I'm sitting here with my boy Travis, chilling. I don't ever say his name right, but it's alright.
It's all good.
And yeah, fucking got a kid, got a good girl. Kid's first day of school today.
You
By
left
the way,
out
number 1.
biggest part too, though.
Oh yeah, and your boy rapping. You
Your
know what I'm
boy's
saying?
rapping.
Boy rapping, spit a little bars there and there. And
Yes,
then
sir.
yeah, doing this podcast, fucking co-hosting with my boy.
Just chopping it up.
By the way, 27 merch, you know what I'm saying? Have this in the future.
Soon to be on our non-existent website at the moment.
Yeah. But
Anyways,
I had to throw that out. Alright, let's get to these topics.
so yeah. So, did that in this channel, you know, like I said, just chopping it up, so we're good on there. It's what we're hoping for. It's maybe a little pickup, start small, gain big type of deal.
Work our way up to the top, fucking just maybe try to do it once a week type thing, 2, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Further in the future, you know, I like to personally write scripts, and we've got a few things cooking up. Hopefully we can get some things produced, some little shows out there for you on YouTube, maybe even bigger than that. And then, of course, your boy here dropping albums.
Check me out on SoundCloud, you know what I'm saying?
And
Murda
also
G.
on all major platforms of streaming, Spotify, Apple Music. It's just a little, we're playing catch up on that.
Yeah, we lazy as shit. But we're not lazy at the same time, if that makes
We're
sense.
working on the vision.
By the way, if you're in a legalized state of marijuana, always go smoke your some. Keeps the mind right. I don't endure no drugs on nobody, but for personal sake, it helps me.
There you have it. So then next I just wanted to kind of talk about you, you know, first guest on the podcast, Murda G. We got a little bit of a background of who you are, but, you know, Little Bird told me before the whole rapping started for you, you were a producer for your buddies.
Yeah. So, for about, I would say, 6 months, I really got into it, but it wasn't really like a thing. Like, it was like if you want to compare Little League, like you're playing Little League sports, you play like every position. Like everybody knows you ain't gonna play that position when you get, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's kind of like that. It was just I was in every avenue.
Gotcha.
But I didn't really like have it. Like I had a passion for it, but I guess I just grew out of it.
So
I like killing the beats, rapping over them.
Were you the best producer though out of your friend group?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Right on. So then, how did you go from producing into rapping then? I guess you just made too many beats for your buddies and you're like, you know what? I want to try that part.
Nah, not even. I actually never thought about rapping.
Really?
At all. Like, I would always, like, rap over people's songs, but I'd freestyle, but, like, I never thought about, like, oh, I'm gonna go make a song. Hell, I hate my voice. So,
I get that.
I was at my boy's house, and we were playing FIFA, and it was, like, 4 dudes, 3 girls, and at the end of the match, we turned the game off. We all went and got a beer. We're smoking a blunt, or like 3 blunts in this room. And my homie turns on a beat. And this is, like, I didn't even freestyle at the time. And my homie, he was a rapper. And he turned on a beat and he was like, he started spitting. And he was like, yo, Yanni, jump on. So I jumped on. And it was, like, crazy. Like, I said some crazy shit, bro. Like, fucking...
And thus the legend begins.
Yeah, and fucking, he was like, bro, what are you doing? Not on the track. And then, like, I didn't really, like, care what he said, but then there was, like, one of the girls was like, that was fire. And I was like, alright, so I got my attention. Alright. But I never even, like, I made a couple songs, but never released nothing.
Gotcha. So they can't find any Murda the Beat.
Nah, I can't find nothing from them, and that kills me to this day. Cause I really want to hear those songs.
Yeah.
They're just gone. They're always like on phones that are in rivers or,
right.
You know,
something
no
crazy.
backing up. You don't back up nothing.
So, you've gone through a few name changes, a little bit of identity crisis here and there.
Yeah.
So you started out as Jeski, Yanni Jeski.
Yep.
So then, what would you say some of the biggest differences between when you started as Jeski all the way through the transition of Yanni Murda into Murda G?
Growth. That's it. You get a different, like, Jeski. You get a young, fresh, open-minded, just doing everything. Dropping what he can drop. Bam, bam, bam. Then, like, you move on to Yanni Murda. You get a more well-developed, better lyrics, better wordplay, better breath control, better songs.
That was the period that I helped out with.
And it's, you get that, and then you get a more patient, more disciplined, and then it's just, in my eyes, it's just growth, for real. And then, like,
Word.
When you go to Murda G, you're getting the best of the best of the best product at all time. You will never hear a shitty song. I will never drop a shitty song. Everything that gets put out, it's worked on numerous hours, numerous days. I don't drop nothing that I just make. And if I do drop something that I just made, I still have to run through it, chop it up, make sure it's mixed and mastered, everything, because it's very rare, but yeah.
Right on. Yeah, no, for sure, because, you know, I've listened to just about every song that you've made, at least once. And I can tell you for sure, like, Jeski has, like, this distinct voice about him, but then Yanni Murda has this distinct flow, just like the da-da-da-dun-dun, da-da-da-dun-dun kind of thing to it. But then you get into this Murda G, and now you're kind of like blending it all together. You're doing these different voices with it, like you learned with Jeski, and you're doing these different flows that you learned to develop with Yanni Murda. So yeah, definitely growth. Cool. What would you say is your favorite stage, though? Like, just for fun? Like,
Johnny Murda, because I played into the rapper. Like,
that's true.
The life I was living at the time was...
Living up in a attic, if I'm not mistaken.
Attic of a party house, though. Don't get it twisted.
The downstairs was always partying.
At the time, it was... If I'm sleeping upstairs, there's a party downstairs. If there ain't no party downstairs, there's a party upstairs. Like...
Oh, yeah. Alright. So then, not too long ago, you dropped a song that has, like, a pretty interesting story about it.
Yeah.
No Power.
No Power. Check it out. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna take a moment just so a little clip of the song can play, you know.
No power. No power. No power.
AOCG.
No power, how do you run the bread? What I do, sin it all, sin it too. No power, how do you? No power, how do you run the bread? What I do, sin it all, sin it too. No power, how do you? Gotta smoke the Mary Jane, swerving through all the lane. From Florida 27, that's a game. Cali shout out, Dalton is his name. Yeah, so basically, we lost our power.
Yep. For about a whole day, right? I was at work through a good chunk of it, but it was at least...
I wouldn't say a whole day, I'd say half a day. About 11 hours.
Yeah.
So I made a song, No Power.
You just...
I had nothing else to do.
Fed up with it. I was hearing the man yelling from his room, like, I'm sick of this no power.
But, put a little, but,
So, yeah.
fucking wrote some shit, made that shit. But it's like, at the same time, when I had no power, I felt like I had all the power.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. And then at times when you feel like you're helpless and you have no power, you truly have power, but you don't know you have power.
Yeah.
So it's like more sentimental meaning, but yeah.
Because there was a lot less to just distract you when we had no power.
Yeah, when you have no power, you really get to the deep and grind things, and you're like, you really start to find yourself for real.
Oh, yeah.
You start wondering what life would be like without a phone.
As for me, I hooked my phone up to my portable charger and fell asleep watching TV. So, out of all of this, whether it's uploaded on Spotify, SoundCloud, not even uploaded anywhere anymore, what's your favorite song that you've done?
Man. See, it's hard. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. Because it's like, I have favorites in different categories. If that makes sense. Like, if you want to say overall favorite song, Ice on My Wrist. Because I think that's my most professional studio sounding song I've ever made. And I think quality, in my opinion, is the best. The weed I smoke. The work I put out. The work I give to people. It's all about quality. If you don't give them good quality, you'll never go anywhere in life, and that's just my opinion. So, quality-wise, or that's just what makes it my favorite. I just have to say Ice on My Wrist. But there's things, like, I have 10 songs with 10 times better verses than the words I say on that song.
Yeah.
That I like better. But that song just sounds better. So I would have to say Ice on My Wrist for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what was your most fun song making?
Fun song?
The one that you, like, truly just enjoyed the most while making?
I think Like Cocaine.
That's a pretty good one.
I think so.
That's
Like Cocaine or Murda G. That I did on
I still want to get some Like
That for-
Cocaine merch.
that for
like this video, if you want like cocaine t-shirts, there'd be a line of coke going down it. That's all you get to know.
But yeah, Running Back, the one on not Running Back, Murda beat though on that 4-song EP I did a while ago.
Was that a Heat Wave, right?
Yeah, Heat Wave. Because that was the fastest I ever rapped on a song.
For sure.
Fun. It was fun.
For sure. Yeah. I'd say my favorite is still Run It Back.
Yeah, Running Back's a classic.
It is. Just
like right now, if I did Running Back, that song would be a #1 hit in the world.
For sure. I could see it.
Just because.
You'd still have to do it over jazz. Like
no, I would do it over the same beat, and I would use the same lyrics.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, if I did it now, that song would be crazy. Yeah.
Cool. This isn't on here, but I thought about it halfway through the recording. So, who would you say, like, you would shout out as some of the most impactful people in your life from, like, where you were when you said that you were, you know, your dad went to jail and everything, and then building yourself back up from all of that to where you are now?
Honestly, myself, for real. Nobody helped me do it. Like, yeah, I had 27. Like, that was the houses I stayed at when I didn't have nowhere to go. But I mean, from getting what I have from Florida to Illinois, from getting out of the situation, what I did, providing for I did it on my own. I didn't have no help. My dad wasn't giving me no money. My mom wasn't giving me no money. I had help at different parts. So I would say 27, my grandma, my girl now, you, but like...
And that's the answer we were fishing for. Alright.
But that's really it. Myself, for real.
I got you. No, for sure. What about as a rapper? Who would you say has been your most?
Myself.
Yourself?
I didn't start rapping until I came up here by myself.
No, I mean, that's fair, yeah.
I did it for a year, totally not with nobody, just me figuring it out. I taught myself everything. Fucking every program. Like, the only person that is helping me is Brock, and he only helped me like twice, 2 days.
Yeah.
And that is like an hour each day. It's 2 hours out of all that I know. So it's like, I don't know, myself. It's literally, I just teach myself everything, bro.
Yeah, no, that's
Back in the day it was my dad, but now it's just me.
For sure. Alright. And that is it for our interview portion, folks. Now for the exciting part. So we have a couple topics wrote down here that I conversed with my guests for today about what they wanted to talk about. And the first one on there is, I believe, a poorly spelled by myself, Afghanistan.
Yeah, man.
Some exciting stuff going on over there.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to people of Afghanistan. That shit crazy, bro. People dying. Babies getting thrown over barbed wire fence. Like, fuck. Yeah, I appreciate what we got in America, man. For real.
Absolutely.
Fuck the Taliban.
100%.
I'm just gonna say that straight up.
Not scared.
Yeah, fuck them. It's like, why kill young women?
But didn't you hear? They released an announcement that said that they're going to give equal rights back to their women.
Equal rights, my ass. That's like saying Apple's going to build a car. Maybe one day, but not today.
No, not today. We dare you to, though.
Equal rights, man. That's great. Yeah, but just keep watching Afghanistan shit crazy.
They've been posting some wild stuff on their media, I've been told.
And if you're not familiar with the situation, basically, Sleepy Joe pulled out all our people, left all the weapons, ammunition, money, bunch of shit over there. even American troops. And just pulled out in the middle of the day, people falling off the plane, dying, Taliban running over everything, controlling it all. They currently do control all of Afghanistan.
Yep.
So yeah.
Some crazy stuff out there in the world, so try and stay safe, everybody.
Shit crazy.
Crazy.
That's why I smoke my weed. Should have helped me with peace. Shout out Homer Simpson.
Homer for peace. Hashtag Homer here for peace. Yeah, it's just wild stuff, guys. Look into it, keep an eye out on it. Just have thoughts and hopes for the people that are there that are not the Taliban, and then hope for the bad thoughts on the people who are the Taliban. Anyways. And then Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! I heard you wanted to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I just threw that in there because similar. I grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh!
And I kind of grew
Fell
up on
out.
Magic.
Fell out though. I still know the basics, but yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! is fucking. That shit was pretty dope. This boy over here, he still be 100% in Magic the Gathering.
I mean, I'm trying to limit myself. It is a very addictive game. I say if you have a gambling type problem, stay away from it because it drains your money just as bad. But it is most definitely fun. And you can play the market a little bit if you know how to trade and where to trade. So that's kind of neat.
What's the next one we had?
I was just it. Next is the outro. Did you have any last thoughts that you had that you wanted to talk about?
Shout out my girlfriend.
Yo.
Shout out my kid. He's been in school for an hour and a half now with no phone call.
A good sign, I guess.
Yeah. Stay tuned to episode 2.
Yep, yeah, and I guess shout out to my girl, my dad. He's probably going to show up on a video eventually with his Hank Hill impression. If you haven't seen it, just look up Hank Hill turned down for what. It's already got 70,000. Let's see if we can make that 100,000. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, comment on topics you want to hear us talk about next, or any, thing that we can do different or better. Stay tuned for the next episode, guys. This was MGRTV Podcast. Peace.
Gang.
Look at that.
Killed it.